is Ezra. With me, as always, is the lovely Mara. And today we have a special guest, my good friend
Lone Seeker or Void Raider or Spencer Klein. They're all my YouTube channels.
Today, hopefully when this rainstorm lets up, we're just going to let the game sit here. I'm not going to really play a video game today. We just want to test this one out. We've been having some audio trouble with the previous videos, and I'm hoping that during this stream we have better luck, because I turned the game volume down, I turned the microphone volume up. Everything hopefully is a little better, and on post I can't edit it, but hopefully it will sound better and we can talk about stuff and have a lovely time with some pretty background in the background.
Do you want me to manage the comment section?
Takes my job away.
You
Hell
can
yeah.
take a look at it, keep it, yeah. But don't let the stream run, because we'll hear it in the lag, and it'll drive me insane.
Turn the volume down, my dude.
But you're good. And this is live, so I'm not really like worried about messing anything up.
Yeah, I mean,
because we're just, we're here and we're doing it.
If you had been afraid of that, you would have never live streamed.
Yeah, exactly. I know, right? I would have tried to make it a recorded video, but unfortunately the PS4 is like, yo dog, you want to broadcast this to everybody? You want to tell everyone, tell the world what you're playing?
Surprise,
and
you
I was like,
right, that's it, that's the only thing.
Yeah, but it would be great if I could just record it. And they're like, no.
Your only choice is not having a choice.
Video clips are great, but you have to tell everybody. So we're here and we're telling everybody. Yeah, it's the it's the Pussy Palace, and the password is up there.
Where?
The password is right up above where it says bills.
Okay, I see it.
It's all one singular thing,
I
just
found
all
the
lowercase.
Pussy Palace.
And then 1, 2, 3, 4.
Fun fact, that was my mom's idea. Completely. All her credit.
Alright. Hey, that is my beautiful cat, man. Look at his beautiful armor. Yeah, I mean, this isn't so bad. That's not what I want people to look
into
at.
The Pussy Palace. We good. We Gucci.
I'm in.
Enter her sweet pink folds.
I'm
kidding.
What are you saying?
Gave me heartburn.
That ain't even right.
It's not child friendly either. I apologize to anyone who's like got their kid trying to watch
Ted's
my
gonna
show.
Watch this
Well, Ted, yeah. Well, okay. Well, yeah.
Okay.
And that one viewer that just popped on the thing that popped up, that was him. So sweet.
Are you sure it was?
No, he just got up. I'm sure. Well, I don't know. Maybe it was somebody else. We're all just hanging out. And
waiting for the weather to clear up.
Well, like Skyrim is Skyrim. I could give it an hour wait.
No, you're supposed to wait. It's realistic.
Yeah, I shared it.
It's realistic to let the rain go. Well, I mean, I don't think it matters if I wait, because the rain.
Thank God. Can't just make the rain.
Stop
I
didn't
play God. I waited for
an
hour. It's a feature of the game.
You know it'll never stop raining if you want it to stop raining.
It's true. A watched rain that never stops. They always say, as the old Eastern European saying. That humming noise you people hear is my dog, because he's vibrating really heavily, and I need to set him to silent. My little dog, Scrappy.
Feel free to kill it.
Oh yeah.
Could you, is there a whole lot in there?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. So dragons, you guys.
Dragons.
What's your favorite breed of dragon?
This game has dragons
like species.
in it, but they're not really dragons. They're wyverns.
No, there's different types of dragons, other than wyverns.
A dragon is specifically 4 legs and wings, right?
Well, not specifically. There's many types of dragons.
The Western
Water
European dragon, as we know it, which originated during the Dark Ages, that has 4 legs and walks like not unlike a lion. And has a big tail, and then on its on its shoulder, where its shoulder blades are, it has large wings, quite very large wings. So it walks, like a lion, but has these wings on its back that when they extend, I think at least like 1.5 their full length from head to tail, or something like that. And they are great big, huge suckers.
Do you share the post? Share the video.
Yeah.
On yours?
It automatically
Share it
posts
on
for
mine.
him.
You share it on yours?
No, I haven't touched my phone.
Share. You gotta share. Share.
Spread it like a virus.
Oh, dope. So, dragons, yeah.
Yeah.
What about?
So, like, the big Western European dragons, that was like, they were the ones with the 4 legs and the wings. So you could technically say that they had like 6 limbs.
Yeah.
Because in this game, their wings are on their front legs. Right?
Which is more of a wyvern
It's
style.
a wyvern, yeah.
Yeah.
In which I thought somebody said, it's not somebody, that Dragonology book said that the wyverns were from Africa.
Huh.
If they came from Earth, they would have come from Africa.
Why is that?
Because they're great big fucking, like, predatory bird-like dragons that pick up elephants and eat elephants.
Oh, Jesus.
That's what the book says. And it has like old sketches where like some British dude who was exploring Africa back in the 1840s when there were still a few dragons around, like sketched this picture of a wyvern picking up an elephant when it looked like a little cow. And when you look at the picture, but it's got a trunk, and I was like, oh, that's
Jesus.
a big dragon. So like,
Yeah.
like wyverns are crazy, and I like to think that they are like the wild dragon that just roars and does not speak or is intelligent. Unlike,
They've
Skyrim's
obviously-
dragons, which scream.
They've
at you.
obviously
the
done their
stream.
own thing with the dragons. And I don't think it... I always think like a unique twist on dragons is like well appreciated.
Yeah, I like it when, oh man, there's this movie that's not on Netflix anymore that was called Dragon Wars or something, and it was Korean, right? It was like South Korean, and it was like really crazy CGI, and it talked about how in ancient history there were these dragons, and they sieged the world, and these 2 people got married, and they like saved the world from the dragons for a time, but then somebody broke the curse and the dragons got back out, and like I don't know what happens because it was weird, and like I tried to follow it, but then it goes to like the US, and there's like dragons and stuff in modern day flying around big buildings and fighting each other, and it goes on forever. It's like 3 hours of movie with just weird giant serpentine Eastern style dragons fighting each other.
That is interesting.
It's really kick-ass. I want to find it again. It was about as good as Sharknado. Ugh.
So,
Dragons, though.
dragons, definitely dragons.
Do you believe historically that they are real or have ever existed?
I don't think we have any evidence to confirm or deny, really. What?
Komodo dragons?
Yeah.
Okay, you had to whisper that
Yeah, I
so
did.
my stream doesn't hear you say crazy shit on my stream.
Yeah.
Komodo dragons descended from whatever most modern day big monitor type lizards descended from. And then that reptile descended from what all reptiles descend from, which was probably like,
Dinosaurs?
dinosaur or a fish.
But I
Some
mean-
type of fish that came to land because it grew legs.
You
That's
know
what most
dragons
lizards actually
weren't
are, is like the
during
walking
the
fish.
How do you know they weren't around during the dinosaur age? They could have been classified as a dinosaur.
That is true, but
read an
so far we've
article
never
about-
found really anything to indicate they would have the ability to like breathe
Right.
fire.
That's true.
Well,
I mean, we have ideas how it could be done.
Yeah.
With
it's
like internal
posited that
gas
because
pouches.
yeah, it's
and,
posited
the
that
flint and their
yeah.
front lip.
that they would, that they had. It's also posited that they had a highly flammable like poison in their
Oh,
like,
yeah.
ducts that they could spray, and that
Wasn't that used in How to Train Your Dragon? That they had poison?
that they had a certain amount of stuff
just,
that
like, coughed out. Just
they make.
Poison.
Yeah.
That their fire is like, it's literally like a liquid gasoline type napalm shit that when it leaves the mouth, it lights on fire because of its reaction with the air.
Yeah.
And there are dinosaurs, like the dinosaur that shoots the ink at what's this Newman in Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
I say Newman because he is Newman, but like
I know what you mean. Just that the fat asshole.
yeah, the guy who's like,
The guy who tries
look,
to fuck it all up.
nobody cares. Meme guy.
Remember, I hated him and his stupid can of like
Fucking
facial
spray.
yeah
Facial cream.
facial cream.
Oh God, yeah, no.
They fucking put that shit on a pie. For someone. They had to eat that and be like, that's not whipped cream.
Oh Jesus.
But it's totally possible that if dragons were real on Earth and somebody thought that thing that has big wing whatever and is gallivanting around and maybe breathing fire acid is potentially, we need to call it a dragon. And you know, it is also possible that just because of the way that people were thousands of years ago when they made these mythos, started this stuff,
No, you're good. I could clear it for you.
people got really high or hallucinated on drugs and then saw a lizard that was like fucking 8 feet long and was really big and had like 6 legs, and they're like, whoa, salamander. And they go, that's like and it's like crawling out of their hearth, and they're like, whoa. And so like, it's probably just an iguana.
Yeah.
Real big iguana boy.
And so, I mean, I don't know. Like, it's hard to say that dragons actually existed 100% because of the fact that there is really no factual evidence for it.
Yeah.
However, there's also no factual evidence that like magical ley lines exist, and they do. So, I mean.
Explain what a ley line is.
A ley line is a focal point where energy meets in like a coalescence, if you will. Like it's a spot where magic is at a focal point.
So it
Magic is
amplifies.
just energy.
So a ley line is an amplification of that energy, or a source that actively creates it.
It's like where magic energy gathers.
Yeah.
It's like a reservoir.
It follows the path of least resistance and flows to it, basically.
And ley lines go to a center point, and then that point is usually where a person would want to open a gate to another dimension, usually, if you wanted to.
Or a portal to hell.
Or you can go to hell, but I wouldn't want to go to hell.
I know, but like, you know, some of those like extreme haunt areas? Like,
Those are where a lot of evil spirits gather. So a lot of negative magic is put there,
they say that...
which is just the negative energy.
Oh, I heard an interesting, I heard a very interesting, thing, myth, it's more of like an American legend, that there are 5, the 5 most haunted, cemeteries in America, which have yet to be, like, found. Well, like, together, if you visit all of them, upon the visit of the last one, you open a portal to hell in that area.
That sounds like some tabloid nonsense.
It does, kind of.
It does.
But
Like,
Ley lines are like tectonic plates. So energy is always moving through everywhere, like different kinds of energy, radiation, you know, all that. Magic is just another form of that energy. And when it moves like water moves down a river. And then ley lines that converge at a point, it's like a great big reservoir, a big pool. And I don't think places are actually haunted, that when those places have spiritual energy that moves through them and it's negative, and people experience that negative energy because they get in contact with the spirits that are there, and those spirits are unhappy and they, you know, haunt the place. That those places don't really, like, yeah, there's definitely a big spiritual thing going on there, but I doubt that there's a whole lot of like I doubt that it's a significant enough coalescent spot that, like other places like that, if you were to just visit them and not do anything, that it would open specifically a portal to hell.
If you got a Ouija board with you at each place, you could probably fuck some shit up that way.
And if you tried to do some actual magic, which, you know, is hard to
attention
do
to
because
you
nobody
in
really
those
knows
spaces.
how to do actual magic except the people that do it, and they don't really teach you unless you ask them. And I asked somebody who does druidic magic if they would teach me, and, well,
They're also stubborn and they're a lot like Yoda.
it's hard
no
to
matter what.
it's hard to, yeah, the Jedi and like magic are very similar, you know, because it's obtuse and vague, and it's a lot of like, you just
Mental
live your life
shit.
a certain kind of way. And, you know, Buddhism, there's this weird pseudo magic to it, because this is gonna annoy the shit out of me because of the like final cut, and I wish there was a way you could stop that dumb cinematic spin, but like you can't, and I might
The
leave.
AFK option.
It's just like, I don't know. I didn't study for very long with this guy, so I didn't get a whole lot of like actual technique or anything that you could do. Like, apparently druids can summon fire from their hands and call out to nature and have creatures just be their friends on instinctual whatever, and that they can like
It's just because
that
they're
they
real
can
close to the
turn
elements.
literally invisible just by like closing their eyes and holding their breath and like doing a little mantra, and then like they can turn invisible. And Jesse did it, and I was like, what? Because we were sitting at the house and we were all just hanging out, and he did it in front of me, but I wasn't paying attention or listening because I wasn't like, I didn't ask if he could turn invisible. He just did it, and then he was gone. And I looked, and for 5 minutes, I didn't know, and I asked Nolan, where's Jesse? And he dis-a-fucking-peared. He was gone, and Nolan was like, I don't know. Where did he go? I'm just kind of out of it, and I didn't know where he went. He just totally disappeared. And then he went, and he was there on the couch, and I was like, shit, Jesse, where did you go? And he's like, I turned myself invisible. And I was like,
Sounds like a cartoon. I'm fucking watching Bob's Burgers, but in my head.
and then somebody distracted us because something was happening, and we went and did that instead. I just...
I'd make the government
It
come
sounds
after
like a very,
us. God damn it.
Sounds like a very impactful story.
It was a very interesting thing to happen. Well, Jesse taught me a lot of things about how to be a druid, because I confronted him and I wanted to know. And that a lot of it is meditation and just like being out in nature and trying to listen to it and hear like what is going on.
So rather than necessarily, I don't know where I was going with that.
Right. Like what he actually did as a druid, like I wasn't sure how he was able to do the magic that he does, but like I can, if I try really hard, I can push out the energy that I exude. Everybody has their own like natural radiation.
Yeah, it's like a natural flow
It's your
through your body.
It's you. It's your energy. And if I focus really fucking hard, I can push that energy out and like touch stuff with it. The only thing I can do is see that shit with that, so I can close my eyes and I can do it. Like move around with the second sight. But I can do that normally because I have synesthesia, and I hear and I hear colors and I see sounds. Because those like inputs in my brain are mixed. And when one comes in, like the light, if I totally lit my synesthesia run, if I look at that light, it makes a sound in my head, audible. I can hear it ringing in my ears.
Would I make a sound?
You when you talk, make color come out.
Huh. And
in a sort of gaseous color cloud.
You see my sound waves.
Right, but when I look at you, your tones are so like muted as far as the light that you are giving off. Your tones are really muted, so the sound that you make is really quiet to me. And I can barely like hear it. And so I've spent all of my life working on putting that shit away so that I can just function in society, because you'd think it'd be a really big like hindrance to a person's daily life, and it totally is. But I put it down and I focus on stuff, because if I was like driving and I saw the sun suddenly without warning and I wasn't expecting it, it makes a very loud noise. In my head. It sounds like the end of the world. Like a great big loud, like the battlefield noise.
Jesus.
It sounds like the battlefield noise in my head.
Jesus.
Like somebody's got some guitar tuned really fucking low on like the craziest distortion and it explodes.
It's like an earache meme.
But like, just when those signals are all crossed and everything, it makes everything crazy, so that like I can see in different registers and I can tell when like a sound is coming off of a weird angle, because I can watch it travel and bounce off of things. So like whenever somebody in the trailer park is really loud and we're on our back porch, it echoes off of the other apartments across from us, and it makes it sound like it's coming from over there.
But you can see.
But I can see that it's coming from the trailer park.
Wow. That must be incredible.
It trips me out because I can hear the direction it's coming from, but I can see the direction that it's coming from opposite. And I'm like, oh, I can't handle cross. They're like cross waves, but they're also the same. And so it's like it's funky.
The reverberation.
Hey! It's not actually 420 in real life, but it's 420 in Skyrim. But
you still haven't finished.
And now it's too freaking dark. But hey, the rain stopped.
That's pretty.
So I'm gonna leave it there for a second.
That's a beautiful moment.
Oh, and I'm
cherish
doing
that.
this here in front of me.
I will always cherish that moment.
Fucking love Skyrim.
When we paused it and it was exactly on 420.
That was really important.
Truly.
Yeah.
That was definitely important.
I did it. It was amazing. And you know, it's a part of that weird second, like, sight shit, because, like, I'm gauging exactly how much time passes in Skyrim, because you know how much time passes every minute in Skyrim?
No, I have no sense
20
of
minutes
time.
in Skyrim passes every minute.
So, I learned that a lot of my deja vu, I have started learning to, like, dodge the future with it.
Same.
Yeah.
Use that shit.
It is. It's weird, though, because I just remember when I first started getting it, it freaked me out. But, like, I just instead of like rejecting it, I just accepted it.
That's
And
the thing I think most people don't understand is I think we all can access the same amount of stuff, this mental abilities that everyone's like, oh, that's special, you have this. I think everyone would be able to have that if they just kind of
yeah, because
open their
it's your
minds.
natural future sight.
Yeah, it's
And
all something that's naturally flowing in you already.
There's this game I have called ESP Trainer.
Nice.
I've gotten I can reliably get like 16 out of the 24 tiles correct
Nice.
just by focusing on it.
Dope.
And
Shit.
yeah,
That's some pretty crazy ass.
I'm too high right now, but like
No, you're
I can't
okay.
even like
And for me, actually, in order to be able to do any kind of like magic focus,
first try.
Nice.
Actually, you only get one try each turn.
in order for me to be able to do any kind of like focus or to do any kind of magic, I have to get really high. It sounds like somebody's talking, and you know who
There
that
is
is.
someone talking.
It's
You
somebody
want to
talking.
mess with it?
No, I'm too stoned.
It's somebody fucking down there.
That for you, that might be the perfect time or something.
But I will check it out. I just
Yeah,
have to charge.
just
my
gotta
phone.
install it. ESP Trainer.
Some motherfuckers down there yucking it up.
It's called Civilians, you jaded old
They're
man.
yucking it up, man, in front of my house.
They're by the inn.
No, I know.
What are you gonna
What's
ask
my
them
problem?
to do? Go home?
Maybe.
What they're doing? You're the one standing on a fucking balcony, just staring at.
All day.
Yeah, so
They were like, so that cat guy who came into town and like helped us out a little and then bought Lindrel Hall for no reason. He's just out on his balcony. He's been standing for several hours. He's just been staring at nothing. It appears he's just looking out into the vastness. We're not. He was out there for a long time in the thunderstorm that was around this morning. But since then, he has just been standing. Even at night, we've got a guard posted looking at him just because, like,
We're worried.
we're a little concerned that he might try to kill himself. And well, I mean, we just want to make sure that that house becomes available.
Oh my god.
I mean, like, no lie, that's how they would judge it too.
Yeah.
It's like, shit, that's a murder on record. We can't sell that house. There's
Oh,
no
we
way,
should-
there's no way
It's a
anyone's buying
suicide.
that
No
house.
one cares.
I mean, it's like why no one would ever
It
buy
wasn't
that
in the
horror house that you end up meeting what's his face in.
Oh yeah.
Molag Ball
Yeah.
Fucking love
with
that
his
guy.
hate stick says, "I want you to beat the shit out of that guy with my stick," and you're like, "Oh, okay."
It's
I mean,
like-
I don't. I just kind of. He asked me to help him take a look at this house, but like,
No, I'm just scared, I guess.
okay, I just. Can I keep the stick? And he's like, "Yes, hit more people with my stick." And you're like,
Okay, guy.
"Cool guy." All right, I guess I got a weird stick I can hit people with. It's nowhere
Some
near as good as my
enchantments.
axe, that's made out of like blood and ebony and like has lightning on it, so that when I hit people, they turn to dust. Get electrocuted.
I love the Soul Steel.
That's a good enchantment.
Yeah.
It's a great animation particle effect when you hit somebody with it with a bow or something, and it goes up into the sky and then comes back to you, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh, nice.
How do you-
Soul captured. It's like Pokemon, only they go away forever because you use them to recharge your weapon.
Energy. For
Or,
my
you
weapons
know,
and my
enchant-
ring.
What's that one DLC, the one where you go to the Mushroom Island?
Dragonborn.
Yeah.
That's Solstheim, which is
Solstheim.
Yeah.
more right off the coast of Morrowind,
Pretty much.
above Skyrim.
Forgot what they call that special, like, mineral.
Shrooms.
No,
Oh.
the special mineral on
The
DLC.
blue shit.
Yeah.
I
only use
Sol cream.
Yeah, I only use arrows made out of that shit.
Yeah, that's really good shit stuff.
It's a really strong arrow.
And also, if you put a frost enchantment on your bow, that's a Stalrim bow. It's like, better
It's
or
like
something
it gets
like
a double
that.
bonus.
Gets
Oh,
a
no.
bonus. Or was that a mod that I had?
No, it
a
did.
mod.
It did.
goes-
It got frost bonuses in base game, I'm pretty sure, because it was just special shit. And everybody wanted Stalrim, and no one knew how to get it. And then you do that quest and get the pickaxe, and you find the Stalrim, and you're like, I'll make all the stuff. But, like,
I still love the Nightingale armor.
well, like, the one mod that I don't have here that I wish I had was Frostfall, which makes cold stuff matter. And like hyperthermia is a thing where if you go into a place
I love
and you don't have the
hypothermia.
proper warmth, or you don't camp near a
You
campfire
could just
to get
let
your
it
warmth
rotate.
back. I could let it rotate. I know it's really annoying for me to click it back. It's annoying to me, and it's probably annoying to my viewers, if I have any viewers left who aren't just like, what the fuck is this?
This has no goals.
Really, I'm just hanging out. And people who aren't like willing to hang out, I don't need your negative vibes.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no things in the live chat.
Gave me heartburn again.
Heartburn is no fun.
It's a big old seed right there. Gonna grow so many marijuanas. No, I'm kidding. I have to wait to grow the marijuanas until I get the license. Cha-ching. Alright.
Look at that dog.
So, the current time is 3:57, almost 4 o'clock, and I believe our stream is coming to a close. It's been a long day. We all had a nice talk. We talked about dragons, and we devolved into metaphysical conversations about aliens and intelligence, and then we talked about some other stuff.
Skyrim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super exciting. And definitely join us tomorrow for happy hour. I will be sitting and getting really cranked and playing some video games and trying to entertain y'all. And I hope the audio sounds better on this one. We'll have to listen to it later. Thank you so much, you guys. Thank you to our
Play
fabulous
us out.
guest.
What?
Play us out. When my sister's incredibly out of tune.